High clouds drifting away, leaving no shadows under.
Welcome back as we begin a fun-filled adventure to Olympic National Park. Getting there was a glorious drive over multiple bridges and an overnight stay in Olympia.
We go with no illusions, and we leave all our conclusions.
The next day, even more bridges. All this water is what makes this state so green and beautiful.
The best is up ahead. Oh,
We stayed at two different spots while visiting Olympic National Park, as the park encompasses over 922,000 acres. Our first day was at the Elwha RV campground, located right next to Port Angeles. We also enjoyed a small hike located right next to the RV park to see the old Elwha Dam.
finding the strength to be bold, and we go with no illusions, and we leave all our conclusions.
The next day, we ventured into the park with our faithful dog Sadie to hike to the Devil's Punch Bowl via the Spruce Railroad Trail. This gorgeous trail runs along the Crescent Lake and has beautiful views, enormous trees, a dark railroad tunnel to explore, and an infamous swimming hole if you can handle the very cold water.
Run clear, living with no regret. Scale high, in stride. We don't have to look back.
On our way back to our campsite, we stopped to see Madison Falls. This was a great waterfall and a very easy hike to get to. Olympic National Park encompasses three distinct ecosystems: a temperate rainforest, rugged coastlines, and glaciated mountains. To see the glaciers, we made the 18-mile drive up to Hurricane Ridge. At an elevation of over 5,200 feet, we saw multiple glaciers, and we were also able to look across the Strait of Juan de Fuca and wave at our Canadian friends. This was definitely a highlight of our trip. With over 3,000 miles of rivers and streams, it should be no surprise that salmon utilize these rivers to spawn each fall. We were lucky enough to witness their iconic leaps at the Solduck Salmon Cascades. Here, they travel home to their breeding grounds where they will spawn, pass away, and support other wildlife in the park, all part of the incredible circle of life. Next up was a gorgeous hike to Solduck Falls, a 48-foot-high triple waterfall. Olympic National Park boasts an incredibly high level of biodiversity, with thousands of plant and animal species found within its boundaries. We found all of the different fungi formations very beautiful. They blend in naturally to their surroundings, making them hidden in plain sight. Of course, the waterfall was the main star of this hike, and we enjoyed it thoroughly. Along our way back from the waterfall hike, we saw a few horses being readied for some backcountry adventures. We also saw mother deer and her babies as we traveled over to the Solduck Hot Springs. There's nothing more soothing after a long hike than a soak in a natural hot spring. The Solduck Hot Springs sits among the trees with incredible views, and it hosts multiple pools ranging from a crisp 72 degrees to a hot 105 degrees Fahrenheit. One of my favorite stops within the park was at Cape Flattery. Cape Flattery, located on the Maka Reservation, is the northwesternmost point of the lower 48 and was named by Captain Cook because it flattered him with the hopes of finding a harbor, though there wasn't one. The views here literally took my breath away. We were so glad we decided to take the time to drive out to this area. In order to visit the Hoh region of the park, we moved our RV to camp on the Quileute Reservation, located in La Push. We were lucky enough to secure a spot on First Beach, and were only steps away from putting our feet in the sand. The daily walks on the beach, watching seals frolic in the waves, and birds swoop in for a meal were hard to beat, until you experienced the sunsets here. They were phenomenal. A visit to this side of the park would not be complete without a visit to Forks. Although Forks is infamous for its role in the Twilight series, it was first known as an important logging town. Since logging has mostly ceased in this area, the town has taken advantage of its newfound role in Hollywood. Annual visitor numbers skyrocketed from only 5,000 back in 2005 to a whopping 73,000 in 2010. The Hoh Rainforest is considered the wettest place in the lower 48, with an average annual rainfall of 12 feet. It is famous for its lush, moss-draped, old-growth trees, which create a unique atmosphere that is both incredibly peaceful and visually stunning. The trees here are literally covered in hanging moss, and they were such a sight to see. adventures exploring lush rainforests, natural hot springs, glacier-topped mountains, rugged coastlines, and beautiful waterfalls. It is no wonder that this park was declared a World Heritage Site in 1981. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we look forward to our next one.